Hello everyone. In this class, we are going to discuss about multi-table SQL query commands. So multi-table queries, so we are using join operation, using subqueries, using exist and non-exist operation. So in today's class, we are going to discuss about the join operations. So SQL joins are used to query data from two or more tables built a relationship between certain columns in these tables. So what happens in joins is by the name we understand that joins we will be able to join two tables based on some relationship, basically a primary and foreign key relationship. So tables in a database are often related to each other with keys, as I already mentioned, primary key and foreign key. A primary key is a column with unique value for each row. Each primary key value will be unique within the table. The purpose is to bind data together across tables without repeating all of the data in every table. As in the earlier classes also I mentioned, the primary key is the key in which it is unique to everyone. That is, for example, if we have a student record database for student record, then the roll number is the primary key because the roll number for every person will be unique, which is not the case with the name, of course, because a name may be same name, same two-person may have same name, but it is not the case with the roll number. Okay, so it is the primary key. So different SQL joins. So there are basically four types of joins. First is the inner join, which returns rows when there is at least one match in both the tables. Left join returns all rows from the left table, and even if there are no matches in the right table. Okay, so it will in inner join. What happens? It will return row if there is only even if there is one match in both the tables. If it finds the match in both the tables, then it will return the output. In left join, what it happens is it will return the entire like attributes which are present in the left table, and the also the value which are present in the right. Okay, so and it won't present all whichever data is not present in the left table won't produce in the left join. Only the okay, then next comes the right join. So it returns all rows from the right table, even if there are no matches in the left table. Full join returns the rows when there is a match in one of the tables. So here we have taken an example. We have two tables, department table and location table. So as you can see, department ID is the primary key in the department table, and location ID, LOC ID is the primary key in the location table. Now you can just check the attributes of the department table. You can find the department ID, department name, manager ID, and location ID. And in the location table, we have attributes as location ID and city. So both of the table, like department table and location table have one thing in common. That is the location ID. So the location ID is the primary key in the location table, but same thing can be is used as the foreign key in the location. Same thing is in the location department table, right? So we can join this since we have one feature in common, one attribute is there in common. So we can join these two tables. So first is the inner join. So as we already mentioned, the inner join keyword return rows when there is at least one match in both the tables. So inner join is the same as join. So the syntax is given below. Same as like select column name from table 1, inner join table 2. So in this case, we have the table 1 is department table and inner join table 2 is the location table on table 1 dot column name equal to table 2 dot column name. So basically this dot column name, table 1 dot column name and table 2 dot column name, this column name should be the same. Okay, so should be on some like same attributes. So we have, if you see the example, we are selecting department name, dot location ID, city from department inner join location on. So there is a spelling mistake in the location table. Okay, location it's location on department dot loc id equal to location dot loc id. Okay, so in the department table also there is one location id, and we are mentioning it with dot. Okay, now you may have a question why we are mentioning LOC ID in like the select part. Okay, after department name, we are after comma we are giving department dot LOC ID because we are like taking the department from the that LOC ID is of the department, not of the location table. Just to specify it properly to make the database understand. Okay, so if you after inner join, this is the result of the query, like finance location ID is 10 echelon. So if you go back in the table, so you can find that department ID is 10, department name is finance. So these two attributes came from the department table, and since it was linked, since it was joined using the location ID, so what happens, it will check in the location table and find out what happens, what city is there in location 10. So it is Shillong. So it is 10 finance Shillong. Similarly, it is 20 accounts Tura, 30 then it is labor, then it is labor 20 Tura, and then so on and so forth. Just you can check the answer. It's finance 10 Shillong, accounts 30 Juai, and labor 20 Tura. So we'll discuss more in detail when we practically implement it. Next comes the right join. So in the right join, whatever thing is present, it will join both the tables, but it will join first, even if there is no match. Suppose if in the left table, but it is present in the right table, all the attributes will be present in the join part. Okay, so the right join keyword returns all rows from the right table, even that is from table 2, even if there are no matches. Okay, here see, you can find here below department name and the location ID of Shillong is null. Why? Because there is no, if you go back, okay, if you go back, you can see there is no location ID. There is no location ID 40. So that is why Guwahati is coming, but there is no department name assigned to it. So it is null. Clear? Department name and location ID is LOC ID. Now you may have a question. But LOC ID of Guwahati does have a value. It's 40, right? But it is not reflected over here, the right join part. Why? Because we are considering the department's location dot LOC ID and not the location dot LOC ID. If we would have been considering the location table's location ID, then it would not be null, it would have been 40. But this time we are considering department name, then the department location ID from the department table. Okay. Now comes the SQL left join. So SQL left join is similar to right join, only the difference is that whatever, like all the rows from the left table will be present, even if there is no match in the right table. Okay. Same thing, we'll just replace it with the left join keyword. So here you can find out there is no Guwahati because that is not present in the left table. So in our case, the left table is department and the department and the location ID is the right table. So this is the output. Next is the full join. So the full join keyword returns rows when there is a match in one of the tables. Okay, so it will return if there is a match in one of the tables, it will print all the results. So just check. So it's printing, right? Since it's an extra. Okay, now let's do it practically. Okay, I've already implemented it using the Oracle 11G DB Fiddle. Okay, So what you have to do, I have already created the two tables. Whatever was mentioned, I have created using the DDL command we have already learned, right? Create table department, department ID. I have taken as a primary key int type, department name, varchar, of the size 50, manager ID. It's already on int only, and then we have the location ID. Then we have inserted the values, whatever was mentioned in the slide. I have inserted those values, and then just if you want to check how the table looks, so this is the view of the table. So 10 finance, manager ID is 20, location ID is 10, 20 accounts, manager ID is 40, location ID is 30, then 30 labor, no manager ID, so it's like taken as null, and then location ID is 20, 40 is stationery, then manager ID is 80, and location ID. So this is the department table. Then I have again created a table for the location. So very easy, create table, location ID is a primary key, city, varchar, and that's how I have entered the values. Okay. Once I have entered, so this is the view: 10 Shillong, 20 Tura, 30 Guwahati, 40 Dibrugarh. Clear? Now I am using next. After both the tables are created, now we can use the join operation. So we first went for the inner join. Okay, inner join. Same query we have selected like department name, department dot location ID, city, from department inner join location on department dot loc ID equal to location dot loc ID. So we need to check what are the matches are there. Just will go up. Just I'm happy. Okay. So department name finance. Okay. Location ID 10. So at 10 is Shillong. Department name accounts. Location ID 30. It's Guwahati. Right. Labor. Location ID 20. It's Tura. Stationery. Location ID 10. It's Shillong. Now let's check the answer. Right? Clear? Stationery 10 Shillong, finance 10 Shillong, labor 20 Tura, and accounts 30 Guwahati. So this is the match. We found the match and we got the output. When there is no match, it will not be displayed here. Okay, so you cannot find Dibrugarh. If you can check, you can't find Dibrugarh in the inner join part. Alright, since 40 does not match to anything. Moving on, we are going to the right join. So in right join, as we already know, like whatever value is present in the, whatever row is present in the right table, all will be displayed along with the, even if there is no matches. Okay, so for us, what is the right table? We have taken the location as the right table. So you can find, again we have to choose department name, then department dot location ID, and this one. So we have this one, Shillong, Tura, Guwahati, Dibrugarh. Okay, and the location ID this one. So all will be displayed, but for Dibrugarh, nothing will come. So there is finance 10 Shillong, accounts 30 Guwahati, labor 20 Tura, stationery 10 Shillong, null for Dibrugarh, because there is not been, it's not been assigned, it's an extra, right? So this is the right join. Now similar to right join, we have left join. Only the cases in this case, left join for our left table is department table. In department table, whatever rows will be there, it will be present along with the if there is a match. Okay, if there is not match also in the right table, then also it will appear. So as such, we don't have any extra here because there is no extra. So we have stationery 10 Shillong, finance 10 Shillong, labor 20 Tura, and accounts 30 Guwahati. So this was all about left join, and right join. Very easy. For right table, for right join, whatever rows are present in the right table will be listed in the join part. It will be listed, right? and then in left, whatever rows are present in the left table will be listed in the left join. Okay, even if there is no match in the right table. Okay, last one is the full join. So full join. So even if there is match in both the table or not there, even if does not match, it will be, everything will be printed. So this is right join, and the syntax is same. We are just using the full join here. So this was all about join. So with the help of join, you can work with 2 or more tables. So today we have worked with 2 tables. Similarly, you can work with 3 tables, 4 tables, and so on. Okay. So this was all about multi-row functions.